how fucking dumb it is. So first of all, you're letting Pivotal, that has never sniffed a final, dictate who your players are. It's not Phil Jackson. It's not Phil Jackson. You hear me?
Yeah, dale.
So you're letting Pivotal that never, ever smell the finals game dictate what players you keep, right? Okay, we'll plug that. So then, hold on. You drafted talented players a few years ago. Quickly, Toppin, Barrett. You don't even let them develop. You don't even let them. You put a coach that only cares about defense, doesn't give them minutes, and then you're expecting a young guy that don't get minutes to become great on the bench. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit. All right. Here's the other one. You listening to me, right?
Yeah, dale.
Here's the other one, right? So now, Barrett, for I don't know in God's earth what reason, this is his 5th season. Why is he averaging 4 less minutes a game than the other 4 years? What was the reason? No one could tell me that. So then you trade Barrett and Quickly is your best bench scorer, right? Did you hear me?
Heard.
Really?
Got to go, dale.
So Quickly is your best bench scorer, right? So you got rid of him. Okay. And then Barrett, which is your guy that is a potential star, you're sitting him must have been for something he didn't like. He told you, not because of basketball, because he doesn't care about basketball. Oh, you don't like my Nazi regime? Then you got to hit the bench. Because there's no reason for him to fucking sit because he's better than last year. How do I know that? I look at fucking numbers. He's averaging 1 point less than he did last year with 4 less minutes. Do the math. If you fucking let Barrett play 4 more minutes, no one can tell me he's not going to make 1 more field goal every 4 minutes that he's on the bench. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Then, you got rid of him for fucking Annunoby that doesn't even know what the parking lot of an All-Star game looks like. He's never even parked in an All-Star game. He's never parked. So, you got Annunoby. Okay, he's a better defender. That is amazing. Amazing. And then who did you also get? Princess Ashua, a guy named Princess that averages 7. Yo, the fact his name is Princess? That's New York named Princess, nigga. That's a dog that fucking bitches in Beverly Hills. That's the name of a dog from a fucking Chihuahua, nigga. How the fuck a nigga named Princess in New York? So
I hate these echoes.
So you got Princess Ashua from Star Wars, the Princess Leila's sister, Chewbacca's sister, whatever. So that nigga is the center, and then you got another guy that not even his parents know his name. Who's the other third guy? What's the third guy's name?
Malachi Flynn.
Oh my God.
He's a Bible character. Yo, let me tell you something. You can't be herding goats and sheep, talk about you crossing me over. I'll block you straight driving. Malachi. Come on, man. Look. Check it out. So now listen. What did we trade? I want you to tell me so I can know exactly. What did they get for those three names? What they get?
They got RJ Barrett, they got IQ, and Detroit 2nd round pick.
Bro, RJ was depleting. No, he was
Oh, breaking news.
0.8 less buckets than last season, but he's doing that playing 4 less minutes. That isn't depleting. He's not playing enough minutes. He played 29 minutes this year, and he played 33 last year. So he wasn't depleted. He was just fucking sitting because he must have heard the neo-Nazis' feelings. And we won't want that. Now you gotta sit down.
Who's the
Now you
neo-Nazi?
gotta sit-
Who's the neo-Nazi?
So check this out. So look, here's the crazy shit. You got young guys, right? That they could have got better defensively because they're not even 24. Your prime is like 28. You already figured out, oh, they'll never be able to play defense. No, motherfucker, you a dumbass nigga. So you got that for Annunoby, which is 3 years older. He's 26.
20,
He is not gonna score more points.
27.
His defense, 27, even worse. His defense isn't gonna get better. It's gonna stay maybe the same, but he's not gonna score any more points than he's already scoring. So for me, I'm okay if you trade young guys, but you gotta get me a fucking top 10 nigga, not a dude that has never been to the All-Star game. Yo, look up Annunoby's place rankings. He's like 50th, the 50th, or maybe even further back player. That's who you're gonna give up your young talent for. Get the fuck out of here. And now this is my last part of my rant. You ready?
Dale.
Why did the Knicks lose in the playoffs last season versus Miami? Because I'll tell you, I'll listen to your answers, but I'll tell you.
Nah, dime. Yeah, give me yours. Dime.
Because they couldn't fucking make 3-pointers, right? And they weren't scoring. So now, I have a great idea. Let's get two guys that can score less than what we have. And that way, we're easily get blown out. Get the fuck out of here. Them niggas, if they even make the playoffs, sweat. First round. I'm done. Talk to y'all later.
Hey, salute, primo. Salute. Hey.
Yo, we got breaking news.
Love the takes. Hey, if y'all don't know by now, all right, let me do the. Hold on, let me get this.
Yeah.
Yo, we got breaking news.
Hold on a second. Yo, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Sorry for the brief interruption, but you know what I mean? There's been breaking news besides the other breaking news that Two Shots got.
Hold on,
but go ahead.
We go there. Welcome back, Organic Fanatics. Some of you guys are first timers. We appreciate you. This is the first time we go late night. So we got, saucy. We have saucy Sundays. Fuck around and find out Friday. We don't even know what Saturday is. Shit about to happen Saturday. I don't even know. but we on Saturday. This was a beep. As my brother does it. Breaking news. So we had to give y'all a blessing this Saturday. Come out and see you guys. Hopefully you guys are checking us out for the first time. If you are, like, subscribe. We do it definitely different. I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of beautiful podcasters out there doing their thing. We're doing a little bit different. There was no intro in the beginning because that's our cousin who's basically the fourth member of the show who's never been on. We've been trying to get him on.
The missing fourth member, the missing fourth
member of our family. That it's like, he's like that cousin you don't see, traveling Matt from like Fraggle Rock that you never see. He only pops up, so you had to catch him at the moment of time when he's ready. So I had to just give his feedback right off the top. So definitely different. We're gonna give his feedback there. Coming to you as always, I got my brother, my sangre, my blood brother here, the new Knicks. Talk to him, sir.
Yo, full brim salute, everybody out here. You know what I mean? Bundled up. It's getting cold out here in Miami. It's 61 degrees. I'm freezing.
People hating right
now. So I had to pull out the, you know what I mean? But shout out to Two Shots. Shout out to you, little Brody. Shout outs to my cousin, Money Mel, Brady Kruger, making his first official appearance on the podcast. Been trying to get that boy on for the last 2 seasons, but shout out to him for his first appearance. And yes, everyone, there is a shockwave that has been set throughout the New York Knicks atmosphere.
We're gonna get a little bit into some of that here, but before any of that, you guys don't know this is Two Shots. This is my brother from another mother, same father, Howard, and we got my boy Two Shots. Talk to him, Two Shots. Let him know.
What's up, panel? What's up to the chat? What's up to Replay Gang? What's up to everybody, everywhere? We appreciate you tuning in. And I just want to say real quick, breaking news: McBride got an extension for 3 years. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Wait. You can't just say McBride got an extension for 3 years, so you know what that means. That means he's starting. I mean, not starting, but he's going to be officially backing up Jalen Brunson. So that's okay. So breaking news, that's good. We signed him. We knew that was happening. Okay, that's good. All right. And welcome back. Hey, salute to the chat. Salute, keep walking. Shout Legacy.
Salute.
Guys, always checking in with us. All love with the fam. My peoples is always in the building. All love for them always. Appreciate you guys out there.
Shout out to the chat.
I don't even know this worked. I ain't into the technical stuff because normally it's M specialists out there. If y'all in the chat, y'all want to join, like, I'm gonna throw the link out there. I don't even know if it works. Maybe you join, maybe you don't. If you're in there, click the link, join us anywhere. We're gonna talk a little smack. Maybe we for the first time. Come on in. We just doing a little bit different Saturday. We getting litty. And we can go into the games. We got blown out by the Magic. We'll just go into the quick games real quick. We want to talk about the real deal, Holyfield. Orlando Magic blew us out, boy. They gave us 2 body blows and a left hook. Down goes Frazier. We was out of there. Them young boys said, not hero time. They handle business, let her know. And unfortunately, that was a bad way to see IQ and RJ Barrett go. That was the last time that they were in a Knicks uniform. RJ with not a great performance, which probably a little smile over here from my brother. 2 shots. He's got some things to say about that. Okay, I'm just from RJ. I'll get anyway. So RJ had.
I was an RJ fan. Don't get me wrong.
I'm not saying you hate. I'm just saying you knew that he was flaky or in and out.
Oh yeah. Very yo-yo, up and down.
So rough game from RJ Barrett. Even though we have mad love. If you guys see the shirt I got on now, it's because probably for every episode you guys you can wear different clothes. My brother was telling me, wear different clothes, but I ride for my people. You know what I'm saying? I wear the only shirt, but it's time to retire it. It's time. Damn you! That's it. The last show you were gonna see with the RJ Barrett shirt. I gotta put him in retirement. I'm a little hurt. Let's see. Right here, it's hurting me a little bit. And then you obviously see we had a back-to-back game today. We got blown out by any thoughts on the Orlando game you guys got to say? Because I'm just going to run through these right quick.
Well, once a Knick, always a Knick. Shout out to RJ and IQ.
And I was going to get to that, but a tribute to RJ and Immanuel quickly. I feel some kind of way about the trade. I know we're trying to get better. Our timeline got sped up. Knicks was always calling for, if we're gonna make a move, make the needle move to make us get a little bit better, which we'll talk a little more details into that. But salute to RJ Barrett, salute to Immanuel quickly, people that wanted to be Knicks, people that were proud to wear the jerseys, that put pride back into this jersey. It wasn't a laughing stock through the 5 years RJ was with us. Bullied season, played, developed, grew as a Knick. Loved it. IQ crying in draft night. I got mad love for them, and IQ was always checking our page out. Hopefully, he still does.
Facts.
He was always showing us love. So was Obi Toppin. Even though we don't got the most ratings, most followers, but they always showed love. Salute to you guys always.
Facts. Shout out to IQ for always checking in on the page and everybody in the Knicks organization that stops by and checks us out.
And then, let's talk a little bit about them real quick. We got a little bit about what them were, but my opinion on them going out. I think, talk about the trade itself. But for me, overall, that trade to Toronto, I think it was another front office Obi type move, in a sense. It's a little off, but I mean that they made that move. First of all, nobody thought that we would be making a trade with Toronto. They thought this dude was going to fleece us. He was doing some crazy moves, that was never going to happen. The fact that Leon was able to pull that trade off. The fact that we only gave him a second round from Detroit, still having our 11 first-round picks, putting them both in a situation that would be beneficial for both of them. That RJ Barrett gets to have his own team, to his own country, a place where he's going to be loved and adored, not sending him to a dungeon like Detroit, where IQ gets his dream to come true, where he can be more than likely the starter of a team where he feels he can benefit from. Still in our to go against us, but give them a best case scenario for them. I thought was dope. What were you guys thinking about their destination? What are you guys' thoughts on IQ and RJ in general, and about the trade just for them specifically?
Well, I'm gonna say I think this was a move that was coming. You know what I mean? Leon had a little bump in the road with
Rich
two
Paul.
specific, huh?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Rich Paul.
With two specific people. You know, we had that dilemma with Toronto with the lawsuit and all of that, and Masai Ujiri, and also with Clutch Sports. And I think Leon Rose did the best thing for the Knicks organization is to, you know, mend those fences. So we were able to somehow, you know what I mean, make decent moves without any hiccups. And I think Leon Rose taking that step and having that meeting with Clutch and patching things up with Toronto was a great move for the Knicks organization. And like you said, I think it was a favor, not only for Toronto, you know, to try to mend the fences, but also for RJ, you know. And well, what can I say? It was a lot of stoppage coming through those two avenues that were, you know, hindering us from making some moves because Toronto, Legion of Knicks, shout out to Legion of Knicks podcast. Uh, my boy Gmo, he said it. You know, Toronto does get a lot of those lengthy players that the Knicks, you know, could use, and having that situation, you know, mended so we can move forward. I think it was a great move. You know what I mean?
Dope take. I appreciate that. 2 shots. Go ahead, brother. Now, I know you had some things you had to say. You had some thoughts on it. Give me some of your feedback in general. What were your thoughts when you heard initially about the trade, RJ and IQ, or just some things that you wanted to maybe get off your chest? I know you have some things you want to say. Go for it. Now's your chance.
Yeah. First and foremost, I want to say, you know, like we always say, once a Knick, always a Knick. Shout out to RJ. I was in his corner, always have been, always will.
Yeah, I hop out when I come out. I just hey, what?
But like I said, I've been on his corner, always have been, always will be. For me, his inconsistency was my problem. I had a few problems with him. You know, he needed to develop a layup package. He needed to get better on the free throws. This year, he showed tremendous improvement on the free throws. Loved it. The first 10 games or so, he showed tremendous growth when it comes to developing a layup package. These last 20 or so games, he's just reversed back to like year one RJ. And that yo-yo effect we can't have. We needed consistency. I gave him 5 years. Really when I gave up on him was like a game or two ago when he just like he couldn't hit the broad side of a barn. I think he went like 1 for 6 from 3. And that's when I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to just move on from RJ because he's too inconsistent. He bought a little bit of time from me with the playoff performance, but now it kind of ran out. But like I said, once the Knick, always a Knick. He's gone. It hurts. I'm sorry. It sucks. But we got to move on. Now, shout out to IQ. IQ is truly the one that hurts me. I did not want to let this man go. I've been in his corner since day one, basically. Shout out to Raw. Raw always said, before we even got Brunson, start IQ. And I was with Raw from that point on. I was always in IQ's corner. I felt like he needed to get given the keys to the franchise, and he never did. Partly because of Tibbs. We'll get to him later. Sucks that he had to go. Again, once the Knick, always the Knick. IQ is my dog. And if I had it my way, I would have paid him the money. I would have had him coming from I would have had him as a starter. even if you were gonna get Brunson, I would have started him at the 2. And that dynamic, I know we have a good amount of sample size with those two playing together and being a net positive for the Knicks. Regardless of whether you thought they were undersized, regardless of whether you thought they couldn't defend, whatever the case, those two playing together, I don't know what the numbers are. I don't have them in front of me, but they were a net positive. Quickly was always a positive. I don't even know how else to put it. In the plus or minus, he was always a positive. So that was really going to hurt me. Now, as far as this trade is concerned, it's a lateral move. It's not a move that's going to move the needle, like you guys said. It's a lateral move, but I like it because OG brings consistency. He can hit the 3. He's a great defender. He's more athletic than RJ. He's more. I mean, he's older, but he's proven that he can do it consistently, and that's what we need at this point. I told you guys once we got Brunson, the timeline sped up. The young guys needed to develop quicker. We got a coach that is not a developmental coach, and we got these great assets that are just not being utilized to their full potential. So why not use them in a trade to get someone that's already developed, and then once again push the timeline forward and go for that elusive chip? So that's what I feel like we did right now. We did a lateral move. We mended defenses with Toronto. Great, blah, blah, blah. Leon is going to mend defenses with Clutch. That move is going to signify to me that I believe DeJounte Murray is going to be the next one on the team, because there's rumblings of that. And usually when we hear rumblings, something is already in the works. They proved it time and time again. So I think DeJounte is going to be next. Even though personally I want Donovan Mitchell, it is what it is.
Not all the time.
I think DeJounte is next, and then after that, I believe will be the superstar. In my perfect world, if we're gonna get DeJounte, the superstar we get should be Embiid. Make it work. I don't care how you got 17 draft picks and still young players to trade, but that's how I feel. Lateral move. Sucks that we lost our players. Once a Knick, always a Knick. That's how I feel.
Okay, I like that. Also, you know, OG did go to CAA, so that was something that maybe they knew what was popping.
Well, anyways, on behalf of the Organic Fanatic Show, I would like to welcome OG Annunoby to the New York Knicks. Yeah, I mean, so the man is wearing blue and orange now. A lot of people think that his ceiling has been capped. I think when you put on that blue and orange, it takes your level to it takes your level to another superior. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's reached his ceiling, and playing besides a player like Brunson, and Julius, I think will make him more of a dog. And he's when he's on the floor. Listen, a lot of people think it's a lateral movement, and we didn't. I mean, we were gonna lose IQ regardless. You know what I mean? We were gonna lose him regardless. And if you compare RJ to OG, OG is a little slight more of a threat than RJ.
I think for both teams it worked out. So I think the trade was actually perfect for both teams. Not only because the money, if you look at the money actually matched perfectly. It was about $28 million both ways coming to and from the contracts. I mean, they get OG, which they weren't going to sign because OG wants a big contract. They weren't prepared to sign a 27-year-old with a major contract. They get RJ Barrett, who has a higher ceiling, so they gambled on the higher ceiling rather than OG Anunoby's current ceiling or what he has, what he can give to this team. RJ gives him a higher upside. I think we said it before. I know for sure I said on this podcast before that RJ's best scenario would be to Toronto because he's Canadian. They would sell more tickets, so they got someone that's going to fill seats in that arena, someone that his name will draw people out there. He's fresh off his bronze win. So for them, I think that works really good. His ceiling would work well. And you're going to see the best side of RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett did not work for us because he had two other players, ball control, ball heavy players that would restrict him from him. You got to give RJ props from within the 5 years he was here, the 12 coaches he's probably been through, all the coaches he's been through, all the different formations, the different offenses, the different defenses he's been through, all the players that came through a turnstile. He did start getting to some kind of system, but then again, he has Randall. Then you throw in Jalen Brunson that's touching the balls. All that falls. All that while he's giving you more more points each year, increasing. Now, was it efficient? No. But each year, statistically, point-wise, I'm not saying anything else, but point-wise, he always increased. His point always increased even with all these other players. All that to say, by him being out there, his style of play will work well with him, Scotty Barnes, and I believe they have to start IQ. I don't believe you keep Dennis Schroeder, who's 29, almost 30 years old. You move him to the bench or you cut him. You got IQs that's a future. You got RJ that's their future. You talk about Scotty Barnes that's their future. I know I'm talking about the ops, but I'm looking at the opportunity and how he's going to develop. So I think RJ is going to have a phenomenal year. I think he's going to be – we're going to see what we dreamed RJ could be in Toronto, in my personal opinion. I think we're – yeah, you're mute. I can't hear you. You're mute.
Yeah, I think I still think he's probably like 2 years away from that, and we wasn't just in the time frame. Yeah, he was like, I mean, like Two Shots say, he was a yo-yo. Like, he was good in the playoffs, and then
yeah, but why?
He goes for the summer. What?
Why? Why? Because he has Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson in front of him, hogging the ball, and he never had a lane. How he's gonna play in Toronto is different. Scotty Barnes spaces the floor. IQ's in the space the floor. They're not gonna be clogging the paint. He's really the only person, and they're gonna end up getting rid of Siakam. So he's gonna be the only one really driving and playing heavy paint into the paint. So they're gonna play. It's gonna be a better situation for him, in my opinion.
Well,
they're not gonna be clogging the paint like how we did. We are a paint-heavy half-court team.
All right. Sorry. Shot Legacy says RJ was weak third pick. I'm glad he's out of my city. Nothing but love and respect for my boy IQ. Keith Walker said a lot of talk out here. They want picks. Yeah.
For us, the third pick was weak. Again, it's the play style. It's fit. Every player doesn't fit. They have a new, and again, to go to your point that you're talking about, it works for both teams because it gives RJ and IQ a new look. Same thing with OG. He didn't like the play. He didn't feel he was getting enough touches there. He feel that he wasn't getting used. His minutes were being dropped. So they weren't playing him right. So as you were saying, when he comes to New York, he's going to hear that first time playing at the Garden, first time getting a dunk or a three at the Garden. That's going to be like, yeah, you know what? I kind of like playing here. I think I need to do a little more. I kind of like the cheering. So I think overall it's going to work out great for both teams. I think it was a good pickup. I think it's going to be a phenomenal thing for IQ. That gives Toronto what they wanted, a point guard that's young. They lost Fred VanVleet for nothing. And now you got IQ, who's 23, sixth man of the year, basically two years in a row candidate. So he's someone who wants to start. I think that's going to be big for them. And now, for any thoughts on that?
I mean, go ahead, Two Shots.
I'm not gonna really touch on Toronto because that's not my squad. But when it comes to the Knicks, there's enough blame to go around. Whether RJ was able to succeed or not, whether he had the right coach or not, whether he had the right personnel around him or not, there's enough blame to go around. Basically, we all know where I stand with this. We should have just given the keys to the young boys. Traded Randall, got him for a bag of chips, done a full rebuild, see what happens, then move from there. But again, like they chose to do what they did. We're here now. They got Brunson. Again, And to me, as soon as you decided to go after Brunson, you eliminated the rebuild and said, I'm going to retool. And at that point, we're here now. You hit your wagon on Randall, you hit your wagon on Brunson, you build around those two, and you use the young pieces like we just did to build around them. We get a nice 3-and-D to, level to raise the floor of this team. And I said it before and I'll say it again. Tibbs took us from the slums. We're in the high rise now. Now that we're in the high rise, we're trying to get to the penthouse. What do we need? We needed that 3-and-D. We got it. What's next? We need a floor spacing center. Again, the dream scenario is Embiid. Perfect. After that, what do we need? A shooting guard that can defend. There's DeJounte Murray. Again, I would want Donovan Mitchell. That's just me. That's my opinion. But again, now that we're here, let's move forward. And these are the next steps to go from the high rise to the penthouse. That's how I see it.
All right, let me make one thing clear for Knicks fans everywhere. Like we gotta keep in mind that the most important piece and the most important player, at least in my opinion, is Jalen Brunson. You cannot waste the time of Jalen Brunson and the combination of Julius Randle. Once you bring Jalen Brunson to help out Randle, because Randle is a person that is not easily stopped, and he needed that help. So he couldn't get that. You can't compare IQ and Brunson. There's no way in the world you're doing that. That's not what we're doing here. So the most important piece was Jalen Brunson. We haven't had a point guard in fucking 39 years. So now that we get him, you're not gonna sit here and waste his time and wait for RJ and wait for IQ. I love all my Knicks. But the most important piece is my twin, Jalen Brunson. You cannot waste his time. You cannot waste Randall's time. So you gotta speed it up. Yeah, we got nice pieces and players, but now it's time, you know what I mean, to not let Jalen Brunson take that much abuse. He's taking charges. Every time he drives, he's on the floor. He needs the help, and he needs it now. So we sped up the timeline, but we're saving Jalen Brunson in a way. So let's keep that in mind.
All right.
So and if I may say also, with speeding up the timeline, you kind of want to jump on it now because again, he's on a team-friendly contract. We all know he should be making 40, 50 a year. He's only making 20. So now that you got that extra money, now's the time to kind of, put the pedal to the metal and build that championship team.
Yeah, but you sorry, Dwight. But you got to remember, Leon Rose is that boy's godfather, my G. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna work around those numbers for the benefit of trying to get a ring. That's Randall did it, Mitch did it, fucking Brunson did it. Like that's the way you win.
And now that we talked about it, we had Randall. Can we add pieces to Randall? Can we make it win? We got a bunch of draft picks. As you were saying, we ended up getting Brunson. That sped up the timeline. Now we know that they're two of the foundational pieces. You definitely want Mitch as a foundation. His injury does hurt. It does hurt, and it does raise questions. I got to be honest about that. It does raise questions on his stability.
Well, what questions does it raise? Please enlighten me.
I got a cold take for you guys. You guys are gonna hate me after this one.
His ability to stay healthy, and can you count on him long term and deep runs with someone who's had multiple injuries and has missed at least 20 games?
Okay.
I'm a Mitch fan, but you have to. You know what I'm saying?
My guy. And Embiid had more injuries than Mitch.
In the beginning of his career, That's what in the beginning of his career. The only thing he's had recently maybe hamstrings here, maybe sprained an ankle, but it hasn't been surgery or if the rumors are true about the screw on his foot, this would be the second fracture on his foot on a 7-footer. No 7-footer in history, in NBA history, has survived feet problems. Yao Ming, we can go down the line, and it's not saying anything against my boy. No, you don't want to. There's still a chance that if that's the case, if it is, I'm saying a hypothetical. We love Mitch and all. If it is a case, he would still be great, even as maybe coming off the bench. If you get some kind of replacement, if that is the case, I'm just saying long term.
Yeah.
Bring that up.
I don't see Mitch going nowhere.
I'm not saying he is, but maybe limited minutes coming off the bench because of his history of health could still be.
I don't mind him backing up and beat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if he's a second, he's still a beast mode. But what's that take before I go on two stops?
Yeah. I just wanna do my quick little cold take since you guys brought it up with Mitch. As I had said, you use your younger pieces to trade them for a more established star. As you so eloquently just said, your boy Mitch has not been the healthiest. I don't think he's ever played more than 60 games, I would say. I would, at this point, use Mitch with someone else for a trade. Again, my dream scenario is Embiid. I don't want to go down the 2K route because I don't want to get made fun of. But whatever, it is what it is. But my cold take now is Hartenstein was thrusted into the starting position. These games that he's the starter will determine, in my opinion, whether we should pivot from Mitch or stick with Mitch. Hear me out. I'm not so sure if what Mitch gives you on defense outweighs what Hartenstein gives you on offense. And what I mean by that, what I mean by that is, yes, obviously Mitch is an all-world defender. You can't replace that. However, offensively, we all know he's just a dunker, a putback, whatever. Hartenstein adds another wrinkle to the offense. You put him on a 3-point line. He's a screen setter. You can hand the ball off to him. He's a passer. He can have a little floating game. His 3-point touch is not bad. Again, I'm not too sure that his offensive skill set doesn't outweigh what Mitch gives us on defense. Is basically what I'm trying to say. So right now, it's Hartenstein's job to basically grab that starting position and never let go. And in my opinion, these past couple games, that offense is flowing. And the reason it's flowing is because it's simple. You don't have a 7-footer hanging out in the rim. So Randall can cut, Brunson can cut, DiVincenzo can cut. The paint is wide open. Again, this is my cold take. Don't take it for like gospel, but maybe we should look into Hartenstein a little bit more. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Dios mío, thank God I'm lying, no boy. Listen, do you think Tibbs? Listen, I mean, we all know defense wins championships. Defense produces offense. You gotta protect. I mean, when you're gonna, you think you're gonna put Hartenstein against fucking Embiid or any of these gigantic centers? Like he's not like, bro. He's not stopping the elite centers of the NBA. Mitch is a problem for everyone in the league. Everyone. You know what I mean? So listen, there's no way we talking about. I love Hartenstein, but
listen, I
I don't know that.
listen. I hear both your takes. Go ahead and enjoy yourself right there. I hear your take, and two shots. Hartenstein does have an option to definitely try to grab the bull by the horn. But him and Mitch are close. That they know Tibbs' entire scheme is predicated on a defending big and a rebounding big. Just in general. That's how. I'm not saying it can change. I'm not saying it can change. I mean, I'm saying
Oh, we
primarily.
can't change the head coach. Just saying.
Listen, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying overall. I'm just saying the situation. It could be fluid going from here on out. I definitely understand. He does use Hart, as you said. Normally, that's his thing, defensive and rebound. Hart cannot defend the way Mitch does, but he still rebound. And when he does good, he moves the ball. He finds the cutters. He finds the slashers, as you were talking about, at the top of the key, like how he used to use Joakim Noah. So he still likes that part about it.
Yes.
But he's very similar to how Joakim Noah was, not as good a defender. So he definitely uses that. Here's where the wrinkle comes in my personal opinion. What everybody's been clamoring about. What kind of center did you say you wanted? Two shots? You said you wanted Embiid, right? And why did you want
that's the dream.
What does Embiid do? What does he do that you like?
Everything.
Spreads the floor, right? That he can shoot the
Of
three.
course,
Stretches the floor.
mid-range, post, name
Now,
it.
if you look at what the Don just did, which I don't know how many people looked and analyzed or whatever, but the sneakiest pick, the sneakiest acquisition he just did was with the Toronto. People were saying, did Toronto fleece the Knicks? The question is, did Leon fleece Toronto? That is the question that I'm asking out there. Because I think it was a reverse. There was a player that we got in this that my cousin, who, if you watch the beginning of this video, called him Princess. We ain't calling him Princess, but my cousin just went off and called him Princess Achua. His name is Precious Achua. Precious. And if you seen this 3-point shot, let me tell you what, it's precious. Okay.
I was watching the highlights he sent me. I'm sorry.
Now, if you look at Precious Achua, the kid got game. He's a center. He's a power forward. So whether he plays backup for Julius, whether he comes in, I think he can. Maybe not right away because Tibbs has a system with Hart, but give it about 5 to 10 games, you might see a shakeup. You might see a new starting center. In the meantime, till Mitch comes back, I don't know. But you might see this kid, Precious Achua, starting for the New York Knickerbockers. And this kid can move the rock. He's a facilitator. He can pass. The kid's got a J. I can't hear you. What?
How tall is he?
Look it up real quick. 2 shots. I want to say he's 6'8".
2 shots. Read me some numbers on him.
Keith said it. Low key, he's a really nice pickup and fits a need. We need size. He not only fits our need with size, but he's been what Knicks have been clamoring about, and nobody's talking about that. We want a big that can shoot and spread the floor. Let's get Miles Turner for $189 million. They got Precious Achua, guess for how much? $4 million. Okay? And then we can re-sign him on the low. But the kid's got a jump shot. I seen him do a run to the 3-point, and a lot of it, he drives. He can handle the rock. He drives from baseline to baseline and finishes like a guard. He got handles. He can finish off the glass. He got a 3-point shot. He's excellent at the corner 3. So if you put him on one side, that's excellent at the corner 3, and then you move OG Annunoby, whose career 45 and 47 from the 3. You put them 2 guys on the corner. What does that do for Randall and Jalen Brunson? It makes the floor wide open, and they're going to have to respect my authority, like South Park. I'm just saying. And that gives us what we've been asking for. A center that can stretch the floor, a tall wing that can guard and stretch the floor, and then you got Bully Randall in the middle, and then Jalen Brunson.
Let me just say,
I had 2 shots.
Yeah, let me just say real quick. He's 6'8", 243, 24 years old. The first pick, the 20th pick in the first round. This year, 7.7 points, 5.4 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 45.9 from the field, 31.4 from three, 60% as a free throw shooter, and 0.5 blocks, 0.5 steals, 1 assist, blah blah blah.
And he
How many rebounds? Sorry.
5.4.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get that shit up.
Yeah, but he started cooking last year, and the reason he lost time is because Toronto got a Jokic Pirtle. So in Jokic Pirtle, because they wanted someone to stretch the floor a little more better shot and someone who's taller. So they got Jokic Pirtle, they got Precious Achiuwa. He's a little more undersized than what they're used to, as Two Shot was saying. Toronto likes tall players. They love everybody say they want the whole team 7 feet, even their guards for the most part. So they went with Jokic Pirtle, who can hit threes all the time, who's a more experienced player, but don't sleep on Precious Achiuwa. He's got skills. He's a good rebounder. He's a tough player. So he's someone that can be sneaky and get some heavy minutes. I'm not saying he may start full time, but he's definitely somebody you'd have to respect his shot overall. So he's got pretty good game. I think.
With the shockwave that hit us today with this trade, everyone knows that it's not over.
Oh yeah, no,
it's definitely not over. They're not just gonna make a move that's gonna stab the fan base in the heart like they just did, without reassuring that there's definitely a second move coming in play. And I think Two Shots and the rest of Knicks Nation knows, you know what I mean,
let's go
that we're going after Murray.
Oh, we go for that. So in order to get Murray, Leon had a clear room. We had a clear money. So the trade that we got, when we trade RJ Barrett, his numbers go with Toronto. So he had a lot of bonuses that would follow him. So the bonuses, whether he got All-Star and all that, those were factored into our apron number. So what number we had to hit where we were under the number.
All we gotta do is give him 48.
But that's not the way it works, my guy.
Murray ain't making that much.
Let me get these numbers out. This is before we get to the Murray. So hold on. So OG, so by RJ going to Toronto, his money goes over there. Also his bonuses. So the trade we got basically got us right around $7.5 million under the apron, including the player trade exception. OG has a player option for this upcoming year, which he's obviously going to waive because he wants to get a major contract. I believe we sign him, which is still before. So you give him, whether it's a max, whatever you give him, it's still before Jalen Brunson. So that frees up money. So we'd be able to sign Jalen Brunson and Randall and all that, where you don't have all 3 players you got to pay at the same time. So you'd be able to pay OG next year.
Will we have OG's bird rights?
You 5 seconds from what I was gonna say. So
my
yes,
bad.
No, you good though. You good. So that was I said. We do have his bird rights, so we can give him more money. He's gonna want more money. He's gonna want a longer contract. So we have his bird rights, and he would qualify if he waives it for roughly around 4 years. 17 mil, which is almost RJ's.
What was that?
If he waives his player extension, he would qualify for ballpark 4 years, $117 million. So we could give him something like that, which is we gave RJ 120.
That's what we get RJ.
Right? And that contract, RJ's contract and everybody else's contract were almost ending at the same time. Where you sign OG would overlap for whenever we have to sign Brunson. So all that money won't be compiling on each other and having to sign everybody at the right time. So that was a smart move by them. Precious Achiuwa, power forward. He's $4 million. He's also a restricted free agent this year. So we give as long as we give him a qualified offer, we can make him a restricted free agent. So obviously we're gonna say, hey, well, here's your qualified offer. See if he takes it, we make him a restricted or we make him a good offer and we keep him. So that's something to think about there. His money and IQ's money basically canceled out. So Precious Achiuwa's $4 million, IQ's $4 million basically cancel each other out. OG's number, Randall's number basically canceled each other out. We got Flynn to make the Malachi Flynn to make the money work, and then they got only a second round Detroit pick. That's all they got. That was fucking genius. That was super.
That's smart. Huge. Yeah.
Everybody was saying 5.
Hey, remember they want 3 first rounders.
So
They did want 3 first rounders for OG.
who's talking about that? Nobody, right? We only gave him a second rounder with all that. So the money works. It got us even way under the apron, which frees up more money. All right. And then that means if we got Malachi Flynn, that means we're over on players. So that means we need to waive somebody, which is most likely going to be Daquan Jeffries, more than likely. Unless they waive the Serbian kid or the tall kid, but I think they keep him just for backup anyway. Give him some experience. You could always use 7 feet, and you can trade him later because there was other teams that was looking at him at Westchester Knicks. Our center kid, forgive me, I think he's from Ukraine or Serbian. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Let me know where he's from. And then we have to make an offer to Precious Achua. I think by actually OG and all that by the 30th of November. Let me see what else I got. And then props to the organization. And I gotta give Thibodeau props. People are gonna give Thibodeau props, but he did develop IQ. He did develop RJ. He had them growth in aspects on it. He did develop, even though people don't like it. He did get
Yeah, two shots did come in with that opening statement. He doesn't develop, bro. That is not a fact, bro.
He developed Obi Toppin before we trade him. Obi, even with limited minutes, Obi played close to 15, 18 points or whatever within around a 12-minute range. So you got a lot of development shooting. So he did develop him. And also he did develop Deuce, who we see, as you said, 2 shots, got that contract this year. And we're going to see he's going to be the main backup now. So he's going to be primarily, I don't know if Malachi Flynn, he could get some backups, but Deuce got Tibbs' trust. So Deuce is more than likely going to be filling the role. So that's what I got for that. And then shout outs to the front office. Other than that, that's all I had to get in. All that to say is that freed up about $7 million. I believe they still have that player.
That trade player. That traded player.
What?
It's a traded player, right? For $7 million?
So that's another $7.5 million. You still got Fournier's 19, and you still got a plethora of picks. And to what you guys are saying, which we spoke about it, we said it in the last pod also. Looking at Brunson playing, looking at Brunson's playing style, you have to put a defensive guard next to him. You got to put a defensive 2 next to him. He gets beat too much off the dribble. He gives a lot of energy from the offensive aspect. You can't just put someone else, I'm like you, I like Donovan Mitchell, but that would be too weak of a front on there. I do like it would be too weak, just defensively wise. They both go under screens. Mitchell's really good. I do like Mitchell. Don't sleep on that. Definitely like Mitchell. I like the opportunity for him. But right now, Cleveland's doing a little bit better than us. They're in 5th. We're in 7th. Atlanta's falling to the wayside. I think if there's smoke, there's fire in that aspect. I do think that DeJounte Murray would fit. That would also help Jalen Brunson because he's a point guard, shooting guard. As a point guard, he was getting nearly triple doubles in San Antonio. So you can play Brunson on the off guard, or when they have a big defender on it, you can give him the ball and he can facilitate. He can find Randall. He can find the other players. He can find Jalen Brunson on a cut. So then Jalen Brunson can be cutting off screens and doesn't have to dribble the ball and do all this extra work, and we can save Brunson's knees. I think that matchup would really work very well. So the DeJounte Murray as another point guard /2 guard, that's a great defender. I think that would be a big move. But if it hasn't been out, which by the way, I think the writing is on the wall for Grimes. Grimes not playing today, getting the 11 minutes. I think they're trying to preserve him. I think Grimes is going to be involved in the package as we go. And I'm looking at I don't think they just go for DeJounte Murray. I think they're trying to get Bojan with that, Bojan Bogdanovic. I think they're looking for a 2-player move. We've been looking for someone like that can shoot slash and is lights out from the bench. So I think it's going to be a 2-player move. That's what I'm looking at right now. The money would work with Evan and DeJounte Murray's money. Matches up, DeJounte's making 18, Evan's 19. And then they're looking for maybe picks and then who they involved in the trade. So that's going to be interesting to see how they move it. Unless that extension they gave Deuce, the $3 million, unless they include that in the trade to add that money
Oh yeah.
and something else, and then they keep Malachi Flynn. So Malachi Flynn's really good. That $3 million plus 10 could mean that they could be adding that up. That three number is really specific for that $3 million that they gave him. It's not like they gave him 5. $3 million was very specific, keeping him under the cap. You add that with the money, it looks like that could be a two people trade. So I definitely think that you guys are saying that there's other moves in the works. What were some of you? How do you think DeJounte Murray would fit, or who else do you think would be the other move? Either one of you guys.
You can go ahead. 2 shots.
2 shots.
Oh yeah. DeJounte would be a great fit. I have nothing against him. I like him as a player. Long, can score, plays defense. Is a great off ball, great on ball. I have nothing against DeJounte Murray. I think he would fit in pretty seamlessly. I don't want to disrespect my guy Gary Payton, but it would kind of be like a glove. I mean, he's basically tailor-made for Tibbs. Again, because I have a personal preference for Donovan Mitchell doesn't mean I don't want DeJounte. I do want DeJounte. I think he would be great. But my personal preference for Mitchell is just because, for a couple different reasons, he came in as a defender, so he knows how to play defense, and I'm sure he's willing to play. You know, I just like Donovan Mitchell's game a little bit better. I think Donovan Mitchell spaces the floor a bit better. He tends to take a lot of like deep threes, and again, you have to respect the shot. He's an all-star. I think he's a dog. I think he's humble. I think he's a great locker room person, presence. He doesn't really ruffle feathers. Even though he's in Cleveland, you never hear people about him wanting to leave, and you never hear people about anything. I mean, Donovan Mitchell's like a pro's pro. I can go on and on about Donovan Mitchell. That's just, again, my personal preference. But DeJounte Murray fits also. And next to Brunson, I think it would be box office because you can hide Brunson on the defensive end, and you can make him even better on the offensive end because you got an offensive threat next to him.
Yeah, I mean, I like that take, and I've been with you on that. I do like Donovan Mitchell. The CAA connection is a lot. I don't know what Cleveland would be willing to give up for him. But again, he's kind of in the point where Toronto was too, where Toronto was trying to hold out for OG, and now they got to the point where he can opt out. And now the other team that he goes to, he could just say, I'm not signing there, and then they're stuck. So it could work to our advantage where Leon was just waiting for the right time and then make an offer similar to what he just got for OG, a second, and not no 3 firsts or 5 firsts or nothing like that. Now, out of both of them, whether it's DeJounte Murray and Donovan Mitchell has a superstar ceiling. He's been an all-star, multiple-year all-star. He has a name. He has the star quality, the type of defense and the players we have now. He would fit. He would fit. He would work. How the defense would work? I mean, OG definitely helps. OG definitely helps shore up some of that defense. So I won't eliminate Donovan Mitchell. Let's just say that it's definitely between those two. But with I think the better fit, the long term, I think would be the DeJounte. Only for money. You know what I'm saying? Only for money, because Donovan Mitchell, his contract's coming up right when Jalen Brunson's coming up. He's gonna want some kind of super max. Jalen's gonna want a super max. Randall's gonna want a super. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the only thing. What money wise? Like, I'm pretty sure you can get DeJounte Murray on a good 100, 120, something like that. Where Donovan Mitchell has 160, 170. he's going to be looking for the two pluses. Jalen Brunson, if he continues, going to be looking for the 2 pluses. Randall's going to want like 170 or 2. You know what I mean? So you can't pay all of them, so you got to see the fit. I just think DeJounte Murray is a better fit. But if it's not DeJounte Murray, I can seriously see where it's Donovan Mitchell. The only reason DeJounte Murray is fit-wise and Atlanta is falling fast. They're falling fast. They don't know where to go. They're gonna have to start doing something now with Trae Young. So if they're gonna rebuild, they got a lot of young pieces. They have a lot of small forwards. They have a lot of them. So I think Bojan is someone that we wanted, that we've had our eye on, and if we can get DeJounte, free up some money, give Atlanta some picks, Grimes, you know what I mean? Someone young that's on a young contract that they can get him cheap, who's a good defender, that they can keep him in the ranks longer, that they don't have to pay him so much money, where they can use that money that they're paying, Bojan Bogdanovic, AJ Green, because AJ Green isn't working out, and some of the players, they can keep Grimes on a lower contract and put that money to get other talent around them. So I think they're looking to go young. So I think that may be something to keep an eye out right now.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Knicks, do you think DeJounte Murray is someone you would like, or do you think Donovan Mitchell would be a better fit? Which one do you think would work best? Or is there someone else that you think would fit? He might have stepped out, so we'll see for him.
Listen, I just want to say real quick before he goes, because I don't think he's here with us right now. But I think another reason why I think DeJounte Murray is going to be the next move is because there's all this smoke and all this stuff happening behind the scenes, like with the Rich Paul situation, and they're going to have a sit down and clear the air and blah, blah, blah. But whenever you hear reports like that and the Knicks, there's always something brewing in the background. And personally, you kind of just sold me on DeJounte because of the money situation. Again, my personal preference is D-Mitch, but that's a story for another day. When you add Murray to the squad and you save, or you get the same production that D-Mitch will give you with a lesser value, that kind of opens up the door for possibly even another move. So you have your starting point, your starting 2, you have your starting 3, you have your starting 4. The only position lacking now is the 5. And again, my dream scenario would be Philly. So let's say, for example, Philly stumbles out of the playoffs, they get blown out, blah, 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 and they decide to blow it up and rebuild around Maxey. They have that MVP piece that can get them basically any picks they want. And since we have like 10 of them, we can throw 6, 7 picks at them. I mean, I know I'm exaggerating, but whatever. Send Mitchell. Send, maybe if you still have Grimes, send Grimes. Send, if you still have them, send Deuce McBride. Whoever you have left, you make it work. And you just throw all your picks at Philly at that point and say, give me Embiid.
Well, you could just you could
starting 5 set.
You could offer them Hartenstein, which is basically almost a baby replica of what Embiid does.
Yeah, but
he stretches the floor. I'm just saying.
Wait. What was that? You said to give them iHeart to who? The 76ers?
No. He said to have iHeart, and because iHeart is a baby Embiid.
But who? What was the move? I'm sorry, I was typing. I didn't hear you guys. So what team you were offering?
The Sixers. So I'm saying, give them all our picks, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever you can give them, and Mitch and whoever else you want to throw in the trade. I don't care. At that point, you have your starting 5 set.
I'm just saying, if we're gonna go after Embiid, I'd rather have Mitch backing him up than anybody else.
Okay, well,
I'm trying to keep Mitch.
Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm just going based off of like you guys like to say, the best ability is availability. And to be real with you, your boy Money Mitch is not really that available.
Pónselo porque él te va a empezar a venir a comprar y dale el Exacto.
No, I'm mute.
Oh, my bad.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, it's tough. So, some of the chat saying, so Keith Watkins is still for Cat. He wants Cat still for us to go to Cat. He doesn't see any of us making any more big moves this year. We need a star, and there are none available. That's from Coach. Keith Watkins says, who wants to come to New York and lose your money in taxes? Okay. So that's what, and by the way, we got Keith and Coach. They both in ATL, so they living in the chat. They realize they're both in Atlanta. Y'all meet up on us. I don't know. Yeah, could there be?
Hey, real quick, Cat is trash, and I don't want him.
Okay, you heard it there, Coach. Cat is trash.
Nah, and I want to touch him with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. Cat is, and listen, they're winning right now. They're winning. So at this point, they're not gonna make any moves. Kind of the same thing with 76ers too. 76ers are doing good with Maxey and Embiid. They're rolling.
That's why I said if it blows up on them,
it would have to be something pretty catastrophic. And even then, you're probably looking at another year or two. I think we're probably it's gonna be difficult to see who as a center position you'd go for. That's why I like Precious Achiuwa as a backup. He's gonna be a good backup power forward, backup center. I don't know if he's starter level. I don't think he's their starter level, but I think he could help. I think we're gonna have to start minimizing Mitch's minutes. So back to what he was playing before, where it's 20, 23 minutes. I think the 30s was too much, even though it was a freak accident for sprain, but
I mean, it's an accident regardless. Yeah.
He sprained, so you're gonna have to you got to manage him and help him out there and just use other players. But I do like Precious Achiuwa as a pickup on there. If Cash is trash, our whole team is trash. I won't say he's trash, Coach. He just doesn't fit with what we're doing. And we're Dominican. We're all Dominican on this podcast. Every one of us here is Dominican, and like Cat. So if we're saying that he's not, that's hard. I mean, we might get banned in our own country. And we love Cat. We think offensively he's a phenom. I just don't see how he would fit. If you get Cat, you have to get rid of Randall. You can't have him and Randall on the same team. I just wouldn't see that working. It's either, in my opinion. If that's
oh my God! If Cat was here, Randall will have a meltdown at least once a week.
I just don't see him doing it. So I don't know. It's crazy.
I just don't see, me personally, I don't see that dog, man. He doesn't have that dog. That's basically it for me.
That nigga eats no mango.
More plantains. It's been at a DR for a long time. You need some more mango.
Yeah.
More plantain. My plátano. So I don't know. So as now that you came back on, what are your thoughts on DeJounte Murray? What are your thoughts on Donovan Mitchell? Who do you think fits better? And if not them, is there someone else that you think that there could be another move for?
I think DeJounte Murray is like this little, I don't think you can see it, this little pen of mine. Just electrifying. I mean, he could definitely add some depth. Yeah, I mean, and I think he's a better, because now that we got, all right, if we didn't get OG, right, and we went after DeJounte first, then yes, we go after Mitch. But that spot and void has been filled. Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna, like, it'll be too much. There's no way. I mean, we all know that Mitch definitely wants to come here. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely box office. He's a New York Knicks lifer. Yeah, I mean, he's all New York. Nobody's gonna say that anything less. But I mean, shit. All right, let's say if everything goes, let's say we get DeJounte Murray. boom, 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 boom. We play out. I think we get DeJounte Murray. We definitely taking the East. Like if we get DeJounte Murray along with OG, well, Mitch is kind of gone. If Mitch was here and we had DeJounte Murray, let me rephrase that. Yeah, we'll definitely take the East, but we definitely making some noise if we get him. So let's say that does happen. Now, do we get Donovan Mitchell to come here after his contract is up with the Cavs? Or what happens then? Because he has a relationship with Leon, and that everybody he's playing golf with Allen Houston, IQ. You feel what I'm saying? He has a big relationship with the organization already. You know what I mean?
There's another
So
team in New
what's
York.
gonna happen then?
There's
I
another
mean,
team in New York.
listen, maybe we're filling that void because you said OG does have a player option this year. Maybe we fill that void until swap out OG for Mitch. I don't know.
You
It's
just
a
you
good
just gave
problem
me
to
an
have.
idea. You just gave me an idea. Now,
Hold
follow
on,
me
hold
here.
on, hold on. I think my Bluetooth went out because I can barely hear you.
Put it on mute. Let him know. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So he just gave me a real good idea. Follow me now. So we get DeJounte now, right? We already got OG, blah, blah, blah. So we get DeJounte now, and Donovan Mitchell's not going to be available till after next year, right? So
No, next year, no?
After next
Oh,
year.
yeah.
after next year. So
Yeah.
check it out. We get Murray now, right? We re-up with OG to shore up the three. We see how we are with DeJounte now. And then when the Cavs are like, yo, we're gonna trade you at the trade deadline to get something back, we flip Murray for D Mitch. How's that sound? Because at that point, you'd have Murray making 20 something, right? And
Yeah,
and you
but they
and
don't play the
D
same
Mitch,
position.
but yeah, they both play shooting guard.
Don't Murray play the three?
DeJounte is a 1-2.
It's a
1-2?
1-2 combo.
Okay.
I hear that, and again, I'm one that I like Donovan's game, but I think DeJounte Murray fits this team way better, and he gives us an extra. He gives us an extra out because he's.
Well,
Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
no. You go.
No, tell me to say. Go ahead. I know what I'm gonna say.
No. Go ahead. Dale.
DeJounte Murray. The reason I would push for him, and I'm not, and again, I'm still slighted when we was trying to go after him. I said it before. He had the blue hoodie on. He was playing.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, he's going to New York. He's going to New York. And then
I was so hype. I was hype.
I don't forget that, yo. I may not always remember, but I don't forget.
Okay. That deserves a full brim salute right there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't always remember, but I never forget. So that a little sore. But again, that's NBA power. Maybe it was just clickbaiting to draw it out. But overall, like, the reason I keep going back to him is because when he was in San Antonio, he was almost averaging a triple-double. He was over 20 points, almost 9 rebounds, almost 9 assists. He had a couple of triple-doubles in San Antonio before they got rid of him. And then, even then, he's playing as which he was a straight point guard in San Antonio. Then you send him to Atlanta against Trae Young, or with Trae Young, I should say. Trae Young's dominant point guard. You're not moving him out of his spot. And then he's still giving you 20 on an off guard position, still giving you 5 assists from a 2-guard position, and still giving you 5 rebounds. So he's still giving you these big numbers. And even if, let's say, Jalen Brunson's tired, has an injury, you got another elite point guard that can fill that role right off the bat. Still a good defender, great defender from the one. I'm not saying you don't, or him, and that even alleviates pressure off Jalen Brunson, where Brunson can play they can take turns playing off the ball. If there's a bigger point guard, like let's say LaMelo or somebody else, you move Brunson to the 2. You give DeJounte Murray to control the rock. He's young enough where he can drive, finish, pass the ball. He's a facilitator. He's a rebounder. So you would have a 1-2 punch off the 1 and 2 that would be something more lethal. I think that would give us more of a tougher look. It would make it a lot more tougher on defenses. Defenses would have a hard time scheming on us rather than just going after double teaming and getting the ball off of Brunson's hand. You get out of his hand, you got to try to get it from DeJounte Murray. You get out of DeJounte Murray's hands, now you got to double Randall. You double Randall, he's throwing it out to OG. OG's hitting the 3. You got Precious in the game. Precious is going to finish with a 3 or finish off the glass. So it gives a lot more defensive trouble to other teams. I just like that as a better option for us.
Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Coach Sire 617. You know what I mean? Shout out. You want to read off some of the chat?
Yeah, no, they've been going at it back and forth. Jay Blaze been going at it there. Coach is saying we have 10 dudes and Tom only playing 9. I mean, we only have 9 players that are 9 skilled players, basically. So we're trying to fill the roster with players who are a little more skilled, who can actually facilitate. We had Grimes, they said play the young guys, and Grimes can't hit the broadside of a barn with
Relax, bro. Come on.
Listen, Grimes could have hit a barn with a paintball gun right now.
Jesus. Yo, look up his stats, bro. Look up his stats. Do me a favor, look up his stats.
Hey, speaking of stats, hold up. Speaking of stats, the guy that took his spot, my boy Defense Chenzo,
lighting it.
Got 7 threes this game, my boy.
Just had a career night today.
This is the second time doing that. Like, put some respect on it. You heard? Come on.
In the same position that Grimes had, 29 points today.
Listen, hold on. Hold on.
2 shots before you say that. By the shockwave of what happened this morning, it is set to the fucking NBA world. We don't got time for that shit. It's time to ball out, and it's time to get it now. The fan base has been always, the front office don't make no move, Listen, a lot of people is out the door. If you haven't been cutting it, boy, get out of here. I'm not saying salute to IQ. He's the only nigga that been, you know what I mean, earning that bread. But a lot of these niggas been slacking off, and I think, read the chat. I bet you the chat agree. Huh? Who? What? Where?
That's what we're looking at. And then Butler caused trouble on every. Okay, he's going back and forth with Harris.
Listen, hold on. Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
As far as the front office is concerned, the team was, drowning, so they had to do something to save it. I get that they made a move. Cool. Listen, we just said once the Knicks, always the Knicks. Oh, and shout out to Obi. We just played him, and him and Randall had a little back and forth that I thought was interesting. But anyways, don't disrespect my man Grimy. You feel me? Because that boy is nasty. And once again, hold on. Once again, I cannot put this on Grimy because he's not quote unquote performing to your standards.
Bro, you can't even give him that name, bro.
Oh my God! Check it out. So you got Tibbs, right? And again, multiple players complain about Tibbs and how he uses them. Tibbs is not Tibbs. I don't care what you say. Tibbs is not a developmental coach. You cannot play a professional game looking over your shoulder, being worried about being pulled out the game. And this is not from one person. This is from multiple people.
But why is
now, you got your first round pick. Yeah, he might have been the first overall, whatever. Who cares? You picked him in the first round, you hit, and then what you do is you bench him. He has a career year. He has a career year last year, and then you cut his minutes. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Like, yo, check it. Steph Curry was drafted 8th. 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8th. Not even first. And this man is a 5-time champion. You don't need a number 1 overall pick it's not an exact science. It's not always the number 1 overall pick that becomes the star. I mean, for God's sakes, MJ was drafted number 2. And we've had first-round picks throughout the years. RJ was number 3. Porzingis was number 4. Ntilikina was number 8. We've had players that we pick, but we don't develop them, and that's on us.
Hey, my guy. Let me pause you right there. Pause you. Yeah, Frank, you mentioned Frank. Frank is playing third string somewhere. All right, care. Frank is playing third fucking string somewhere, and then on top of that, you're gonna come on, B.
I don't care. That's the problem. Oh, we talk about we trying to value and blah 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 and bullshit after bullshit. But then you come here with your fucking first-round pick and you treat them like shit. You go out and you go
Who did they treat like shit?
You go out and get a player because you need what he has.
Who did they treat?
Hold on, what he has, and then you bench the nigga. Like, what kind of bullshit is that?
Bro, answer me this. Who did damn, I even forgot what the fuck I just said. Who did they treat? Who did they treat bad?
Who didn't they treat bad? Jesus Christ. Let me just name my boy Obi. Let me just name my boy Obi, because we must have forgot. Our draft pick, Obi. What the fuck did we do with Obi? We benched him. We had him play behind somebody. We never gave him a chance to flourish. We never gave him a chance to pop and be an all-star.
My guy, you cannot.
We help him and trade him to the fucking Pacers. And he's playing the same fucking role. Yeah, big fucking help. Come on, man.
Hey. All right. So with that theory, right? So with that theory, in your eyes, we should have fucking started IQ and traded Jalen Brunson, right? We should have traded Jalen. That's what you did. No. That's your theory.
Let me clarify. Can I clarify?
Go ahead. Clarify.
In my perfect world, we don't get Brunson at all. We start IQ. We start the young boys. We get rid of Randall, and we run with the young boys, and then we see what we got.
Bro, hold on. You know that the Knicks had Julius Randle before we got Jalen Brunson, right?
Trade him.
Hey, my guy, we not
bring a bag of chips. I don't care.
But see that's what.
No. Hold on. Everybody raves about the Spurs. Everybody raves about these small markets, the Thunders of the world. What do? They draft and they play their players. Now check it. You're gonna sit here and bash them this year, or maybe even next year, because they trash. They won 10 games, 17 games, but they're playing the players they drafted. When Banyama is averaging 30+ minutes a game, and they're losing.
Bro, hold on, Dwight.
Who cares? In 2-3 years from now, when Banyama pops, and he's controlling the West and going to the Western Conference Finals year after year after year, we're going to look back and say, damn, but they had the first-round pick. But they got Banyama, they got blessed.
Hey, my guy, let me ask you a quick question. Before Julius Randle decided to come to New York City, what other motherfucking player wanted to fucking come to the fucking Knicks?
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
You ready? I'm going to tell you. You ready? Because this is the Organic Fanatic show, right? We organically build here, right?
Facts.
So you don't get nobody. You draft the motherfucker. And that motherfucker that you draft, you build.
Hold on. Okay, let me touch on some
Hold
of
on,
that.
right, because
Go
this
for it.
is
Go
a
for it.
part of my point.
Go for it.
I had to take a quick puff. Listen, before Julius Randle, nobody wanted to come here, right? This nigga had the heart to come to put the city on his fucking back, which is a fucking
Shout out to Melo.
bro, to put the city on his back and fucking try to get us somewhere. So what did the fucking front office do? We had a bunch of young Brown, a bunch of draft picks, a bunch of fucking players that we picked up that we got. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm with you, my nigga. I'm 40 plus. You know what I mean? I've been a diehard fan since 74. Bro, you cannot. Bro, Julius needed the help. So what did they do? They got the fucking best point guard, a top 5 point guard in the NBA, which the New York Knicks never had in so many years. We finally got a fucking point guard, right? That everybody's been bitching about. And now Julius got the fucking help. We got RJ. RJ's already been on year number 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 89. Bro, we're not like our 2 main foundational pieces right now, 3 is Mitch Rob, Julius Randle, and Jalen Brunson. And we needed these niggas is on the ticker, bro. They on the ticker. They need help now. I can't afford for fucking Brunson to keep getting fucking injured because RJ's not stepping up. I can't afford for all these shits. Bro, and this all started out with fucking Grimy. Grimy, get the fuck out. Don't ever name that nigga Grimy. You're bringing Nori's fucking, bro, Nori's probably, his jaw's probably on the floor. Bro, there ain't nothing grimy about Grimes, bro, besides the fucking name. All right? The fucking DiVincenzo just went out and got, they ain't running no plays for DiVincenzo. He out there getting it. He's shooting shit. He's saying, Tibbs, can you run a play for me, maybe? Get the fuck out of here. That nigga's balling, bro. You're not gonna come to the, can you help me cross the street? Then take the place for it. We don't got the time. AB needs help. Randall needs help. We gotta help. Fuck out of here, bro. We don't got time for a slimy, grimy ass. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. All y'all fans, bro, man. Yo, y'all better know where the fucking front office is. They bringing in chemistry, bro. The Nova Knicks. They're fucking trying to. What was we gonna do? Keep RJ and bring Zion in? Come on, bro. We're not building bullshit here. It's a flawless foundation. These niggas know what they doing.
Yeah, and you can't keep bringing that up about no. Like I heard you, I got it. No development. IQ was drafted by us.
Crazy.
We drafted.
My dude, I'm sorry, Dwight. My dude, I said that in the first season, bro. Tibbs was at practice with all the young bulls an hour before practice, bro. Tibbs built this whole shit. Y'all better stop playing, bro.
Tibbs was in the summer league with these players. He was in the summer league even with Cam. He even got Cam better than he was in Atlanta, and that's not saying much because Cam didn't do much. Cam was inconsistent as hell. IQ was drafted, picked by Tibbs, and developed. Tibbs, 2-time possible 6-man runner-up last year, and was definitely in the running this year to win it all, 6-man of the year. And who was his head coach? Thibodeau. Thibodeau was his coach. The guy you talking about, Obadiah Toppin, you wanted him to play in front of an all-star player, all-NBA player. You wanted the coach to would you put another player who just got drafted over Giannis? Hell no. That's never going to happen. Whoever's pretty decent as a pick, you're playing behind Giannis. Because the only other person that's doing better numbers than Randall is Giannis and Joker. Those are the only 2 players doing the same numbers that
superstars
that they're paying $200+ million for.
Stars.
That's the numbers he's giving you. And you said You said give you a bag of chips for a dude that's giving you Giannis numbers. It's crazy. That's crazy disrespectful to me.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
my scientific
Oh, fuck
tournament,
yeah.
and then on top of that, he
Loco,
was
tú estás loco. Tú estás loco, loco.
he
Tú
did
estás
he,
loco,
he
loco.
did play Obi. He did play a limited minutes, but in those minutes, guess what? Obi developed. Obi in his second year learned to shoot threes. Obi got respected as a 3-point shooter because he had to learn and develop that because he wasn't just going to come playing as a slasher. That wasn't going to fly. That's why he got traded out. And even with that, the front office put him in a better situation. We got 2 seconds for him.
Bro, there's a fact out there. I forgot where, bro. I've been watching so much podcast for fucking so many years. But bro, there's an actual fact that Tibbs brings people's 3-point percentages up. If you look at Randall's trajectory in his 3-pointers under Tibbs has gone up. RJ has gone up. Everybody's has gone up. Y'all say that he don't develop niggas. He like, bro, he's trying to bring in. Like I heard this on Legion of Knicks earlier today. Like, bro, Tibbs is trying to implement the now era fucking system and offense. And come on, bro. Like
Bro,
y'all gotta stop the bullshit, bro.
this is the longest streak we've been and over. I mean, we even scored 129 20 points today, losing, which we did terrible on defense. But we've scored 120 points in at
But
least
he's the defensive coach.
10 games. So
No, yeah,
not a problem, which we were
I
complaining.
think more than that.
I'm being generous, and we're complaining that he's not creative on offense. He doesn't make offensive plays, but yet we're steady over 120 points without even moving the ball. Imagine if we had 27 or 30 assists, or what we had like Tyrese, we'd be at 160.
My dude, look at Halliburton today. The nigga got 20 assists by himself. Oh my God, are you shitting me if Jalen Brunson was getting 21 assists? Bro, we'll be scoring 173 points a game.
All that to say, to go back to your point, 2 shots. Yes, we did play the rookies, the young ones, but they're not. As you said earlier, you wanted them to develop faster. They didn't develop fast enough with the timeline of Jalen Brunson and Randall. That's the only problem. It's not that we didn't want to keep Quick, is that his timeline did not meet Jalen Brunson's or Randall's, which OG Annunoby fits, Precious Achua fits, Flynn Flynn is something to look at. Because if we gave Deuce $3 million, Flynn came in as another guard. Keep an eye out for Deuce, possible in a trade. And I love Deuce. I would rather keep Deuce defensively, all the way around. Overall, the picks that we got, I love. OG Annunoby, I thought the pick was fantastic. I love that the front office did not lose any first round picks for this move. Phenomenal move by the front office. No first round has had to go. Everybody was saying we need to give 3, 4, 5 for OG, and we gave away 0. We gave a Detroit second pick, not even our second pick, a Detroit second pick that may not even convey. Phenomenal move by the front office. Precious Achua is a sleeper. People sleeping. Everything you've been asking for, 2 shots, a stretch 5 that can shoot threes and finish. Watch out for Precious Achua. Precious Achua is a sneaky pickup. I think he's going to definitely help us. He's going to give the look that 2 shots been calling for, that everybody else has been wanting. Embiid, he's going to be a little better. You're going to see his 3 shots, his 3-pointer grow up from 31 something. He was playing a whole lot better last year. He picked up Joker Pirtle, so Achua's been a sneaky pickup. I definitely like him. And someone with size who can back up Randall if he's going to be a backup. He can back up the center spot and power forward. Okay, what were we saying?
Hey, remember what I said earlier? When they put on that orange and blue, boy, it's level up. It's level up. And I'm telling you, a lot of these players that you see, look at what happened. What was your boy from Orlando we used to call Super Mario?
Zonia?
Yeah, Henzonja.
Yeah, when he played for the Knicks, he was the LeBron stopper.
Hey,
he floated after that, but boy, when that boy put on the orange and blue, boy, he came out with a Super Mario uniform, boy.
all that to say, Grimes is done. Hey,
Well, we don't know.
Listen,
We don't know.
let's drop this tip shit. Let's agree to disagree. Let's move on. He's the coach. It is what it is. I'm excited to see what this team is gonna look like moving forward. Are they gonna be available for the next game?
I believe they are. I think they have to pass the physical, but they will. How do you think? Two shots. Give me your thoughts on how big or how do you think OG helps out this team as a starter? And now that RJ's gone, how do you think we look forward in this playoff run? What do you think are the benefits of OG Annunoby?
I think it's going to be tremendous. Listen, nothing against RJ. I love RJ. Again, I love all our homegrown.
You know it's gonna. Hey, you know it's gonna be bad when someone says, "I love them," but
no. I'm just being real. I'm just being real.
Shit,
I was a huge fan of Ntilikina. I wanted Ntilikina to take over, but we all know how that story played out. Anyways, I'm a huge RJ fan. I will always root for him. I want him to succeed in Toronto. But at least with us here, it was too much. Like I said, it was too much of a yo-yo, up and down, up and down. Like this dude will look like the second coming of Jimmy Butler, like Jimmy Butler 2.0 for a stretch of 10 games, 15 games, 20 games. And we're like, this is the RJ we need. And then it's like, I forgot who coined it. I'm sorry. I will quote you right now if I could. But then he would put on the Ray Charles glasses on and can't hit the fucking broadside of a barn.
That's wrong.
He'll go. Raw said that?
Yeah, I think it was wrong.
Shout out to Raw. He'll put his Ray Charles glasses on, and it's like he has two left feet. He can't make a layup. He can't hit a free throw. He can't hit a three. He can't defend because he's not quick enough. He can't defend because he's not strong enough. And it's all of these things just piling on. And it's not just it's not just a 1 year sample. It's like year 5 now.
Hey, real quick, do you think Grimes has the same optometrist that RJ had?
Probably. They're boys. They go to the same. They got the same appointments and everything. But again, like it's not a small sample size. We're in year 5 now, and it's 5 years of this up and down, up and down. Now you take away this I don't know what you want to call it, this X factor, this unknown. You take away this unknown, boop, and you replace it with a known, a person that's gonna defend, a person that's gonna hit the corner threes, a person that's gonna attack the basket and finish, a person that's gonna hit the free throws, a person that's gonna give you a solid 15, and on a good night, he'll give you 20. If you replace that unknown with this, next to Jalen Brunson and Randall, and maybe Mitch in the future, we'll see. If you replace that with this, then again, your floor goes from the high rise to now you're starting to creep up to that penthouse. And again, if we're gonna keep building, that is a major piece you need, especially if you have an undersized guard that needs help in the defense. And this guy covers 3 positions basically. So I view it as a win. I don't know about the Precious kid. I've only seen highlights. From what I've seen, he can space the floor out, which is again something that I've been craving for. It's just beautiful to see Randall cut to the basket and just have to fight 1 or 2 people instead of having to fight 3 or 4 when Mitch is there or Hartenstein is there and they're all clogging the paint. So it raises the floor. You go from maybe a second round exit to maybe Eastern Conference Finals, and I wanna progress. If we're here, I want to go up here, and that's where I see it.
And you Knicks.
Well, go ahead.
I'll say what you're gonna say. I was gonna ask you. I was gonna go to you anyway.
Nah, I'm just saying, I'm glad you coming around, Two Shots, because in your earlier take, you said we just made a parallel move. Yeah, I mean, like a move that was just not valid to lateral move. Yeah, I mean, to now you stated that it's more of an elevated move, which I agree with you. RJ was a unknown, and the thing is that like I've been mentioning since forever. What we need is threats on the floor, and a lot of like when we were playing against Toronto, OG's on the scouting reports. Like we have to like definitely look out for OG, and he's a threat. He's definitely a threat when he was on the other side of it, but now he's a Knick. So RJ, I'm not saying that RJ wasn't on the scouting reports like that, but he wasn't a consistent threat to, you know what I mean? So I think like Two Shot said, it does elevate us. You know what I mean? I love that OG's a threat on the floor, replacing the stagnance of RJ. I salute RJ. You know, he always wanted to be a Knick and all of that. So I salute him, and I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean? Everybody wished it worked out because he was the golden child of the New York Knicks franchise. So,
what are your thoughts on OG? What are your thoughts on OG? How does he fit? How do you think he improves the Knicks?
Like I said, he's the third threat on the floor, which Julius and Brunson needed. The elevated, yeah, I mean, that where we wanted RJ to be. I think definitely OG is there, and shit. Yeah, I mean, I think it's. I don't know what you laughing about. What?
Hey, Just Nick saying salute Just Nick for coming into the chat. He said RJ's cheeks. Cheeks.
like we trying to we really trying to, yeah, I mean, cause he was definitely one of us.
Yeah, he was homegrown, man. Like, and every one of our homegrown picks has a special place in my heart. Like, even Frank Ntilikina, like I said, at the time that we drafted him, I was like, yo, I'm all in on this kid. He's, lanky, he's defensive, blah, blah, blah. I was all in on him. And the only person, I'm going to be real with you right now, the only person that I didn't fuck with from the beginning was Porzingis. And the only reason is because I ain't know the kid. There was nothing on him. I didn't even see a video or highlight or nothing. So, I was like that one kid in the stand, like looking around confused and shit, like, who's Porzingis? You know what I mean? I was him.
He was crying with you.
I'm like, what's going on? Who is this? Porzingis. Who is this?
Hey, so you ain't wrong, Just Nick. It's Friday. Let's call it straight up. Hey, straight up, like with no chaser.
Yeah. Hey. It's Saturday, actually. It's Saturday, I think.
And he's probably you licked up now, boy. You're a day late in the dollar shop, my guy.
Yeah, but
you must be having a good old time, boy. He done lost what day it was. He's still on Friday.
I mean, shit. He's watching us. He's thinking it's a Friday. You know what I mean? We're out here on a Saturday special. Yeah, I mean, with the breaking news of OG, so we had to come in and tap in with our fan base and the people that support us. You know what I mean? We're trying to be out here more on the regular, but we here now. We here now.
Thumbs up. Let's get a thumbs up. Like,
hey, by the way, yo, smack that like button, bro. I just came from there. I ain't see no likes. I mean, I know we barely out there, but yeah, I mean, show some love and support. Smack that like button, and let's try and let's try to. All you got to do is hit the X button from the chat, and then you're gonna see the like, and then you smack that shit with
Hey,
that,
come on,
and
man.
then
Yeah. Hit that subscribe too. Hit that subscribe.
and definitely subscribe. Tell your OG to subscribe. Tell your
Hit that
auntie
bell
to
too. Hit that bell.
subscribe. You know what I mean?
Hit that bell.
Hit that
for
bell.
you.
Yeah, I mean, and we out here.
Get that up, get them thumbs up, like that.
And for the people in the chat, if you guys missed the intro, our fourth wheel made an appearance. Our cousin Money Mel, aka Brady Kruger. Yeah, I mean, he made an appearance and he has some choice words to say about the move. So if you wanna, yeah, I mean, after this, you can smack it back. And he kind of went off. Shout outs to my cousin Money Mel. Hopefully, people in the chat could reach out to him and tell him to stop slacking and join the squad.
Salute all that. Appreciate y'all. We got them lights coming up. There's a couple of y'all in there. Hit them up anyway. Appreciate y'all. And you smacked it. You heard? Yes, sir. We see that. Just I see that. And I think OG Annunoby was a super dope pick. I love how we got him, which is probably the most exciting part for me. That we gave away no first. I'm gonna repeat that again. The fact that we got him because everybody was saying all the new. You gotta give at least 3 first picks or 4 or 5.
Oh well, hey, remember that we gotta take a look at everything. The lawsuit has something to play with it. You feel what I'm saying? So we gotta keep it's not like we're just making a regular, like we just came from a little turmoil. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say beef, but yeah, I mean, water's under the bridge. It did what it does. It does what it did. But
Leon out here with his little toolbox, mending fences and shit.
Hey, I ain't hey, he mending fences, but boy, that nigga got them cigars, you know what I mean? He got them cigars.
Let me talk to you. Come, step into my office.
Let me make you an offer you can't refuse.
There it is. There it is.
You give me the OG Annunoby, I can make this lawsuit disappear.
I know some people that know some lawyers and judges that know some people. So maybe if you make this work for us, we can make things work for you.
We can make those things that are bothering you, we can make them disappear.
Yeah.
Hey, bring the cannoli too.
Bring the cannoli. Hey, Maria.
Let's get the families together. Let's bring the families together. Canada and the USA. Let's keep families together. We can do it.
More Parmesan. I love the Parmesan. Give them Palmy everywhere.
It's sweet. We're sweet. Oh, bring over the cannolis.
Oh man.
Yo, let's get amped up, boy. It's about to turn up. Hey, it's 2024. We got a newer squad. Yeah, I mean, we making some moves. The trajectory is going up. So, yo, all that sad shit, yeah, I mean, we positive vibes only. PVO.
Hey, you said positive vibes. I got the instant vibe killer right now, but it's right up 2 shots alley. Right up 2 shots alley. I think you need to put the clip in the chamber. Load it. So just Nick says, do you think if we lose in the first round, we change coaches? 2 shots?
Oh, shit. He loaded me up. He spoon fed me that one right there, huh?
That's an alley. He just gave you an alley.
Yeah, I'm about to windmill this real quick.
Go for
it. Check it.
First round.
I'm gonna need a poster. I'm gonna need a poster right there. I'm gonna need somebody in the chat to hook me up with a Fire Tibbs poster. Like put like a wanted poster with Tibbs' face and like maybe some smoke or some shit or some fire. I'm gonna need that right there. Because I've been on the Fire Tibbs bandwagon for like, it feels like a lifetime now. And check it.
Yes.
Y'all can miss me with all the development and the offense is 120 and 150 and the defense is blah blah blah. I don't care. Listen, if I had my way, this man would be in the unemployment line right now. And
Jesus.
and the person to replace him, if you want me to give you a name, I'll just throw out my boy. That's the coach, the assistant coach right now. What's his name?
All right.
Help me out. Help me out. He was Donovan Mitchell's boy.
You putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. Yeah, that's gonna be a temporary
Don't talk
move.
to me about nothing. Don't talk
Bro,
to me about nothing.
All right.
Y'all asked me my opinion. Y'all asked me my opinion. I'm giving it.
But
I'm gonna need Donovan Mitchell's boy to take the helm.
What's his name?
I don't know. I don't care.
Brian.
Potato chips. I don't give a fuck. Him. Oh, Brian. Was that his name? Brian?
Yeah.
Brian. I'm gonna need Brian to take over real quick.
Brian.
Yeah, Johnny Bryan. That's his name. Johnny, my boy. I'm gonna need you to take over. You know what I'm saying? And then just, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what you got. Because this is an evolving game, you know what I'm saying? Like, I sent a video to my boy the other day talking about how in the 80s and 90s, they used to pound out the air of the ball. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to set up the offense. They used to take like 20 seconds. And now offenses are like every 7 seconds you take a shot. So, you know, like the 100-point games are more prevalent now because it's just a quicker game. And the game evolved. So take Tibbs' dinosaur ass out of here. Put him on the unemployment line. You want to give him some food stamps or whatever? I don't care. Or you want, or if you're like sentimental and want to keep him because you know he took you out the cellar and put you on a high rise, you could take him and put him in the front office. You know what I'm saying? Like glitter him up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is our new personnel of basketball, overseas borders bullshit, whatever. I don't care. And then let my man Johnny Bryan shine for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It might be a situation like the Spoelstra, you know what I'm saying? Like Riley let Spoelstra take over, and then like Spoelstra was like overseen by Riley, and now the Heat are where they are, and you know what I'm saying? Because I know there's a Heat fan here somewhere, so you know what I'm saying? It could be like that. You know what I'm saying? Tibbs could look out for Johnny Bryan.
You took us for a spin around the block to fucking put us in a fucking dead end. You can't be the driver of niggas with warrants, bro. You cannot be the driver of niggas with warrants. Get that shit the fuck out of here.
Bro. Fire Tibbs. Let me cook. Fire Tibbs, bro.
Nigga, cook, bro. My nigga, you the sous chef. Listen. Hey, my boy. Hey, who said that comment? That was just Knicks.
That was just Knicks. I don't know if he must be saucy.
My boy. I don't know if you watch the games with the back of your head, but no disrespect. Respectfully, us exiting in the first round is like if we was playing the whole game fucking falling backwards. Like, there's no way the New York Knicks is exiting in the first round. And now that we made an elevated move, yeah, I mean, which isn't the end of all the movement. There's no way even with OG right now, even Two Shots said it. We're definitely gonna make the ECF. Yeah, I mean, it's a good possibility. Yeah, I mean,
whoa! When did I say that?
You said that.
Pause. When did I say that?
You said that. Rewind it and watch it. Rewind it and watch on your last take of OG when I just said that you put us in an elevated position. Did I not say that? Don't worry, you can read.
I did say it was a lateral move too.
All right, yeah, it was. I mean, at first you said it was lateral. Then you said you liked it and loved it, and that it might put us past the second round to going into the ECF. I swear you said that.
Hey, just
bro.
Listen, I'm not high.
hey,
I'm
look
not
at the
high.
chat.
Raises the
Look at the
floor.
chat. Look at the
Look at
chat.
the chat. Hey,
I
chat.
said it raises the floor.
Hold up,
Nah.
hold up. What the
I
chat
never
saying?
said that. I
Hey,
said it might put us in the.
Just Nick said you did say that. Just
It
Nick.
might. It
You
might
did.
put us in the
Hey,
Eastern
hey.
Conference. I
My
said.
nigga, hey, I got
Might is the key word. Might is the key word.
okay, but either way, I'm not high. I got a pen, I got a joint, I got a blunt. Listen, I'm not high. I know you said that, but anyway, that's past my point. Okay,
Might. It's still a question mark. Still a question mark.
that's past my point. So and I know that ain't the end of the movement. So we are making the ECF this year. I'm not saying because I know what the movements are coming. So with that being said, fire Tibbs when all of your favorite players have been guided by Tibbs. If you go back, I could have sworn there's a story about him guiding Kobe Bryant when he first came into the game. The nigga raised Jalen Brunson. I'm not saying he had anything to do with Julius Randle because he's always been a great player because he's been under the tutelage of Kobe Bryant, which came from
Hey,
up under.
I think Just Nick's left you a comment in the chat too, man.
What is that?
For my brother, look. He said I smell cap. He put a bunch of caps on. Yo, they lit tonight.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, listen, all of your favorite players have been fucking brung up by Tibbs. Every player every one of our youth players was like that. That's all Tibbs. Those are Tibbs picking and Tibbs fucking putting in the work on these kids. So you can't say, and every one of them has elevated in their trajectory every fucking year. And every person that comes into the Knicks organization from now on, when they're under Tibbs, we run this ship a certain way. Yeah, I mean, we bring in that culture, we bring in unity, hard work, and hustle. You can see that from every player that's on this court. Hart, DiVincenzo, Hartenstein, Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle. Where you feel what I'm saying? Not any one of those players can you say does not. You can't say those aren't Tibbs type players. Everybody that's on this team.
Hey, Just Nick said that Thibodeau taught Randall the spin move. Hey, all right. My opinion on it. Hey,
Facts, yo. That's facts right there, yo.
hey, you can't say he ain't developed. He developed the spin move.
Hey. That's spin turnover move. That's spin turnover move, right?
This year, every time you see Randall in that paint, I see him cutting through two players and either getting the assist or going into that bucket. So he's done picked up some. Listen,
to
don't
answer your question, Just Nick's. In my opinion, this trade just gave Thibodeau 2 more years. This trade,
Jesus Christ.
2 more years. I'm telling you, they just built this team even more to Thibodeau style. A defender, a more, as you said, 2 shots, someone that's more consistent, someone that's a more ready player. I think you said, if I'm not mistaken, someone who's not dependable to someone more dependable, something to that aspect. I may be misquoted. To that extent, someone defender to what he likes. And then to go back to that DeJounte Murray thing, which is possible, after tonight's game, though, even with bad calls, as Machete was in the chat, with salute to Machete Makey. I don't know why he ain't on the show, but
yeah, boy.
So but anyway,
salute Machete.
Salute Machete, the other cast member. But even though we may not even have to get someone else because Dante Defense Chandler scoring 20s, 6 threes. The kid is cooking, and we got him for 4 years, 44 million. We got him on that, Happy Meal type deal. We got him on the low with, and Buddy's cooking. Just throwing that out there. We make it just roll with him. He's a defender. And you got OG Annunoby, who's another defender that he doesn't have to do these extra desperate moves. It's we might be doing a little something on there. So my statement to that, Tibbs ain't going nowhere. if you're gonna have that post, you're gonna look dusty in the back of your thing back there. Tibbs ain't going nowhere for at least 2 years. After this move, you're looking at the next 2-3 years of what Tibbs is doing, foundational. Maybe afterward, you could be right. Maybe they move him to the front office, but he won't be player development because that's Gerson Rosas. So, and which, by the way, Gerson Rosas might have something to do with that because he was when he was in Minnesota and when he was in Houston, he was the one that made the move and got Harden when Harden was cooking Houston Harden. He ended up getting Houston Harden. He ended up making some other. He got Chris Paul at that time frame. So Gerson Rosas is known to make some moves. Maybe he had something to do with it. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he got the two guys together. Maybe he is the real head, the mobster guy.
Listen, I think Leon Rose had a higher requirement that everyone must bring their Rolodex and their plugs to his desk. And I'm pretty sure in front of Leon Rose, there's a Rolodex, like, you know, them old school joints where they had everybody's phone number on the shit. Yeah, I mean, so everybody's joint is like right there on his desk, like, yo, make these calls, and I mean.
And to answer my bad, you said.
No, everybody's definitely reaching in their bag and putting in work. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's an all team thing upstairs.
And to answer the second question, just Knicks. We did answer that. We did speak about it earlier. We love OG as a pick. I think OG was a tremendous pick. I think it was a tremendous value. We have his bird right, so him fitting in is going to be like a glove. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think he's going to fit smooth, but he's definitely going to help out the team. He's definitely going to help us make it past the first round. To goes back to your other question, that we don't get bounced off the first round, and even if we do, I still think Tibbs sticks around. To answer that other question you had, Precious Achiuwa, we got him picked up for only $4 million, which was a $4 million that we had for IQ. I think that was a tremendous pickup for Achiuwa, for Precious Achiuwa, because we were asking for size. Who's going to back up Randall? iHeart is stretched thin. iHeart is playing everything. He's playing the janitor, the ball boy. Picks up the day. iHeart is doing everything.
Yo, shout out to Wonder Bread, bro.
Hey,
Wonder Bread is definitely holding it down.
If you seen iHeart today against Indiana, my man was so gassed, boy.
Bro, he was chasing Halliburton. I saw him everywhere.
Hey, iHeart was gassed to say the least, but he looked delirious out there. He was beating up the referee. I'm not in the game. I'm not in the game. You got
that nigga D'ing up the ref.
Oh man.
Okay. Hey, that's why the front office is getting these boys help, bro. They getting them the help that they need.
Hey, that Precious Achiuwa was a big pickup, to say that. Huge pickup. I think he'll be a great backup for Julius Randle. I think he can even work his way to starting center. Because again, iHeart is phenomenal with the bench. We need a solid bench. I think when Sims comes back, Sims is probably going to start. They're going to mix minutes between him. I think Achiuwa's going to find some minutes on there. Sims fits, bro. Tibbs is, bro, you know who your coach is. Tibbs knows, he knows him. He knows him.
How is that?
Come on, two shots. What's going on, boy?
Listen,
how you gonna take a third string?
Yeah, take some of this.
Because he fits to Mitch. But that doesn't. But that, if you heard me earlier, I said Sims is gonna come back.
Grab this.
Let me get that.
Dale, grab it.
iHeart is gonna go off the bench, and I think Precious can make a move to the start.
That what you just said right now is giving me vibes of taking IQ out of the game and putting RJ into the game, and then we get blown out.
It's only because
like who in their right mind says, I lost my starting center, I have a backup and a third string. Let me put the third string
you know why? Because when we
said this. Hey, I guess Wifey got you busy because there's been 2 episodes that we've been going off about that same shit.
The stats is he's a winner when he plays as a starter.
He defends that rim, bro.
All right, let's just move on, man. We're not gonna agree on this.
That's it. We moved on to the final countdown. That's it. Final thoughts of what you guys thought overall on the trade, what it works, any final moves, last minute thoughts on what you guys got to say on the trades, Orlando, Indiana, anything like that at all.
Well, I mean,
that's our show today.
I mean, if I was speaking for Melvin, fire everybody. This team sucks.
2 shots. Any final expressions for you? I know you had any final thoughts.
Nah, man, I got nothing, bro. I said most of what I gotta say out of my chest.
And you said,
it's a new year, so I want to turn a new leaf. I wanna allow Tibbs to play out his contract, and then good riddance. And then hopefully our squad, continues to power through. Shout out to Mitch. Hope you get better quick. Hope you come back and come back better than ever. RJ, you're gonna be missed again. I may not have always been the cheerleader, but I did really want you to flourish and be a Knick for life. IQ, that hurts me deep in my soul. I wanted them to re-up you from jump. I wanted them to have you play point from jump. And watching you go and gonna be seeing you in another uniform is gonna fucking suck. It's unfortunate. And yeah, once a Knick, always a Knick. Shout out to Obi. Another one that sucks and hurts, but we gotta move on. And last thing I'm gonna say is shout out to the chat, shout out to Replay Gang. Subscribe, hit the bell, like the show, comment, share it with your peoples. We trying to get litty. 2024 is the year. We trying to get to at least 1,000 by the end of 2024. So let's make it happen.
Nice, appreciate that. So ending there, new Knicks.
Yo, salute to everybody. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that's here with us on the live. We greatly appreciate everything. Yeah, I mean, I want to give a full brim salute to RJ. I want to give a full brim salute to IQ. Yeah, I mean, 2 of our dogs. They were definitely dogs when they were here. They're definitely gonna be dogs in their upcoming future. Yeah, I mean, we wish them nothing but the best. Just like the rest of the Knicks fan base here at the Organic Fanatic Show, we definitely wish these 2 players were Knicks players for life. But I'm pretty sure the way life has it, things come full circle. I'm pretty sure they'll be back. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. IQ was a supporter of the show on the low. Yeah, I mean, so we greatly appreciate you. We'll definitely be keeping our eyes on you and RJ. And I want to give a shout out to OG Annunoby. Welcome to New York City.
Welcome to New York City.
Welcome, yeah, I mean, I wish I had the camera on joint, yeah, I mean, on right now, but you get the picture, yeah, I mean. Welcome to New York, yeah, I mean, is one of the heaviest jerseys. Yeah, your first name is a wheat strain that New York is definitely love. We love the OG strain, yeah, I mean, so come here, do your thing. I'm pretty sure you're gonna ball out and elevate and help alleviate and get us to where we need to go. And I think that's about it, man. You know what I mean? For the Saturday special, you know what I mean? I'm glad everybody's here with us. Yeah, I mean, like Two Shot said, Yeah, I mean, let's try to get us to 1,000 by 2024. Share, like, and subscribe. Follow. You know the vibes. Yeah, I mean, and could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we greatly appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, Miguel, Mike the Specialist, and Money Mel. Yeah, I mean, shout out to our brethren that are not on the show today, but yeah, I mean, we do big things, big things. The TOF, baby, the TO motherfucking F.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And to everybody out there that's watching today, no matter what, whether we on tomorrow or not, we wish you guys a happy new year. I wish you guys much success on the new year. Amazing new year for IQ and RJ. We definitely love you guys. Gonna miss seeing this. So we hope you have a phenomenal journey off to your new adventure. You guys do great in Toronto. We look forward to battling you guys. And hopefully you guys have a wonderful career. We definitely appreciate that. And to the new Knickerbockers, OG Annunoby, Precious Achua, and Mr. Flynn himself, Malachi Flynn. We appreciate you guys for joining. You guys join, and you're going to get some muscles here because you're going to be wearing the heaviest jersey in the NBA, the New York Knickerbockers. Ain't nothing like the Garden. We expect
Blue and orange, baby.
We know you can bring a lot. We expect a lot, but we know you can deliver a lot. So we want to see it. We welcome you to New York City. We're going to have an amazing year with you guys. Off to the second round, past that to the third round. So we expect to have that. We salute to everybody in the chat. Replay gang. It ain't no us without you guys. You guys make it great. We had a great time with you guys. We salute you, Johnny Harris, Just Snicks, Keith Watkins, Coach Sayer, everybody that joins us all the time. Shy Legacy. Everybody that's in the chat, we appreciate you guys. We wish you guys much blessing, success onto a new year. Let's go, Knicks. You heard? Welcome to the TOF. Like, subscribe, comment. Come join us every Fridays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 5 p.m. And let's make this new year great. Till the next time, you heard? You're